Sound check. Okay. All right. Hi, everyone. This is Star Channel Tarot, and I am here to do a reading for you. So let's get to it. I'm going to open up with my prayer. Let me see. Hold on. Hey, Dynamo. Hi, Terry. Perfect. Okay, here we go. Let's go. It's so funny because on my phone I can see your messages, but on my computer I can't yet. Okay. Hold on. Live chat. There we go. Sorry, it was on the wrong chat thing. Okay. I see you guys there. Okay, perfect. Whew. All right, let's start. Hold on. Let me do my prayer and we'll start. Please protect us. Please protect us. Please protect us. Please guide us. Please protect us. Please allow us to have faith. Okay. Is everybody, is it, okay, there's 9 of us here. Is everybody a Pisces, or what sign does everybody have? I shuffle these. If you're watching right now, let me know what sign you are, because I'm going to focus the reading on that sign. So when I'm asking you guys, it's, so I can tailor it more to your collective. The majority, of course, will be what I do. But if you guys don't tell me, then I'm going to just do, hi Eli, how are you, honey? Okay, so we got 1 Pisces. Let me see what's going on. All right. For those of you that are new to my channel, let me let you know, tarot has no gender. This is a general reading. Please use your intuition. If something shows up that isn't in your storyline, don't make it fit. Remember, this is a general reading. I don't pull on toxic exes. Readings are timeless. The energy can be flipped. If it's not you, it could be your person. If it's not now, it could be something that happened in your past, something that happens in your present, something that will happen in your future. Use your intuition. If you'd like to book a reading with me, shoot me an email at starchanneltarot. That's one word, starchanneltarot@gmail.com. Regular readings will arrive in 6 to 7 business days. Emergency readings will arrive in 24 hours. Remember to subscribe, set your notifications so you know when the next reading will be. You can have a deck, show up with a deck and read with me and ask me questions so you guys can become better readers. And so you can increase your intuition. And so I want you guys all to grow and ascend. So that's why I'm doing this. And don't forget to put, if the messages, whatever comes out here, resonates with your storyline, or it's something that you would like for your storyline, and you don't want everybody to be up in your business, then you can put a little emoji. Nobody needs to know your private business. You can put a little heart. You can put a little thumbs up. If you don't like it, you can put a little, a little sad face, whatever you want. But interacting with the energy pushes it from thought to materialization, okay? And the whole point of this is pushing the energy, moving it along, getting it moving. Last but not least, I want to thank everybody for your tips, your donations, for everything you guys do. I am very excited for everything that's coming, and I really appreciate the love, the messages, and your very gracious donations. Okay. I gave it to them, and he sent me an old video I never seen before. It was us sitting in the beach. Cold on our faces. My head was on his shoulder and my eyes were closed and he was smiling. Dude, remember we had the whole thing about, I don't know if you remember, but in like previous readings how your person has been watching you. So Dynamo, that resonates. You left me a message, didn't you, Dynamo, about, was it you that left me a message about your person contacting you? And it was right on time, right? I think so. Let me move this up a little so I can get all the messages. Hold on. Yes, perfect. That's amazing. Just remember, so let's see, that you have to, if this person isn't, see, like, if not, this isn't just for Dynamo, this is for like everybody. If your person isn't ready, give them the time to be ready. Okay, you don't need to like convince anybody. You have to be in your Empress energy. And what do I mean by being your Empress energy? An Empress does not chase, an Empress attracts. When you're an Empress, you know it's gonna happen. You know this person is coming to you. So take the time to focus on yourself, to do whatever you want, to start a business, to read your books, to start working out. This is your time, okay? Let's just see what wants to come out. All right, Pisces, your person wants to take a chance. Take a chance, 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 take a chance. Intimacy, bonding. We've got the divine mask. Jeez Louise, dang. I did shuffle that, didn't I? We've already got twin flame, him, her, divine masculine, divine feminine, and sacred union. I'm going to leave. So you know what kind of reading this is, right? It's a twin flame union reading. You know, that I'm so glad you wrote that down, Dynamo, because like I tell people, it's so finding the timing on something. It's so like, because it's not just you have to be aligned and he has to be aligned. It's like everything has to be aligned, the whole world. And if something's off, it won't align. Your person's in pain. Damn, I don't even know what to say. We've already got twin, him, her, and sacred union. Let me get another one. This person's watching you. So you guys are in no contact. What I was going to say, this is, so if you do not have social media, they could be looking at your pictures. They can be looking at old videos of you that you don't know that they have, or they're just thinking about you. If this is the energy of someone who's, you are on their mind, okay? Lordy Lord. And also, when it's a twin, if you guys are in a twin union, nothing will ever separate you because that's you. Nothing can separate you. So you have every ability to go, go take a new class, go travel, go start a business. Your person is going to return. And wouldn't it be more amazing if your person returns and you wrote that book that you always said you were going to write? You learned that language you always said you were going to learn. When they show up and you're like, oh yeah, what'd you do in this time that I haven't seen you? In the 2 years, in the 3 years, in the 4 years, in the 5 years. Well, I started this business, I started that business. Or are you going to say, oh, nothing's changed? Tell me what's taking a chance. Gambling. What is this person taking a chance on? This person's afraid. They're keeping secrets. And they're going to take a chance. This is travel. I feel like they're going to travel toward you, cross the distance, because you are their peace. And they want to have a new love. Tell me about intimacy, please. They're going to travel to you because they want love. Okay, so this person is at a crossroads right now. So things are changing. Things are changing at a crossroads. There's a new direction. Do you see? It's the same thing, but in different words. Things are not what they appear. The snake sheds its skin. It becomes something else. You're going to receive a contact. You're going to receive, look, this one goes over here. Contact. They're looking at you. Contact. Change. Change is coming. Transition. Change from their insecurities. Change. Communication. No contact. Tell me about this. You don't think that they regret what they did, and they absolutely do. And they're very insecure. Their self-esteem. Look, they keep on trying to figure out how to communicate with you. Tell me about this, please. I felt divine timing, divine intervention. So it's divinity. Of course it's going to be divinity. This person is extremely attracted to you. So if you guys have been apart for a long time, I'm talking years, because if you've been apart a couple of months, then obviously you're going to know that they're still attracted to you, right? This, I feel, is more pertinent when you haven't seen your person in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. And with twin flames, it can happen. 15 years. Oh, let's see what fell. Spiritual awakening. This person is going through a spiritual awakening, which is they're elevating, right? Wait, where's that card? Here. Spiritual awakening. They're elevating, which would mean that they're starting to recognize the divinity in their connection with you, which reinforces the divine feminine, the divine masculine, the sacred union, the divine connection. Tell us about. And we have whole inner growth. This person is healing. There's who's Terry. Terry says I've spent too much time worrying. Absolutely. The only thing worrying is going to do is give you ulcers and give you wrinkles and diminish your life. Your worrying is thinking about a future that doesn't exist. Focus on the present and make your present everything you want. Because when this person returns, and they have to return because this is a twin flame, sacred union, divine connection, divine masculine, divine feminine. I'll go back to it. Look, I'm sorry, an apology. What are they going to tell you? Fated meeting. Some people had a third party. Okay, so third party interference can be family, can be friends, can be work, can be an actual person, okay? So this is a highly divine connection. Highly divine. This person wants to have fun, or they could have wanted to have fun. It's that message is, look, unfinished business. Do you see? The reading is, we haven't even started in the reading, but it's saying that this person's returning, okay? All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Into it. I'm going to leave these out here. I don't know if you guys can see them. Twin flame. Where's the divine feminine? This person's going to make compromises. They're going to make changes. All right, let's start. Let's get 5 cards. Is Jenny here yet? Because she bought a little a super chat, and I wanted to honor it for her in case she comes on. All right. All right, let's get 5 cards. Oh, this one belongs over here. So you guys have been in separation. That confirms the silence, the no contact. That card wanted to show up, so I'm going to put it over here. That's also healing. Can we get 5 cards, please? Can we get the 5D, please? Oh. 10 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. So in the spirit realm, in the thought, is a new beginning, a stability, and you're their 10 of Cups, which is complete emotional fulfillment. They're trying to be strong, to come in and communicate, literally. 8 of Wands, communication, fast. King of Swords, it takes action. So we have 2 action cards and strength. So your person's in fear, right? If they were not in fear, they wouldn't need strength. 3D, what is in the 3D? Can you please show us what's in the 3D? What is in the 3D? Six of Swords. This person wants to move on to calmer waters with you. They want things to be healed. Temperance. Archangel Michael, healing, balancing emotions. Page of Cups. They want to come in with a love offer. All right, what's in the heart? Can you show? Page of Wands. This person wants to come and communicate. 7 of Swords. They're trying to figure out what to say. 2 of Cups. Soulmate energy. What is in this heart space, please? What is in the heart space? What is in the heart space, please? What is in the heart space? What is in the heart space, please? What are the feelings? Show us the feelings, please. That's you, Pisces. You are in their heart, literally. You are their happiness. They have clarity about how important you are to them. This is the sun. What else is in their heart space? Anything? Well, the King of Pentacles. They want to have stability with you. This is somebody who, we have King of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles. Okay. What is hidden, please? Can you tell us what's hidden? We got the Hierophant. So that's something being revealed. So this heart space will be revealed. Hidden, 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 hidden. What's hidden? Four of Wands, twin flames. Eight of Cups and the Chariot. This person's coming in toward you. They could have, and this confirms that this person walked away or could have self-sabotaged. They could have ruined things, separated, yeah, you know what I mean. Put it however, separation, emotional separation, okay, for the Lovers. So what's hidden is that this person is moving toward the Lovers. Four of Cups, an offer that needs to be made. Seven of Cups, something that because this is from your person's perspective, they've been waiting for a long time. They've been trying to manifest you. All right, let's see. What is the outcome, please? Can you show us the outcome, please? Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. I thought you had the Ace of Cups too. Ten of Cups. The World upside down. That's unfinished business. The cycle hasn't closed. Things aren't over. Two of Swords, there's a choice that's going to be made. Six of Pentacles to balance things, and Page of Pentacles, someone's coming in. You got 3 pages. Okay, let's see what this all means. He said he wants you to have some summer fun. I don't think he wants you to have that much summer fun. You know, I think he's trying to look calm and cool and collected, but summer fun, jeez. That sounds like, FAFO to me. No. He's trying to sound cool. All right. Tell me this Ten of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Why is that here? We have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. Four of Cups. We have the Four of Cups over there. Ten of Wands. Your person there's some burdens that they're carrying. Oh, I forgot to ask about that third party. Okay. Well, it's not even showing up anymore, so. 5D, please. Justice is coming toward you. This person is stuck. Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups. You're their wish fulfillment. You're their happiness. Page of Cups. There's that offer, which is right here. You guys just have to wait, seriously. And let the person contact you, because if you contact them first, or if you're always there, they're not going to have the space to miss you. How are they going to know they messed up if you don't give them the space to miss you? Let them miss you, you guys. Let them miss you. How you doing, JM? Transformation. Tell me more, please. Strength, again. Chariot, again. And Knight of Wands. So this person is coming. There's a transformation that's happening. There's healing and transformation. Moving on to calmer waters, some kind of communication of love or friendship, emotional. This person is being strong. They're coming in. And this is hidden, and it's in the 3D. So you guys don't see this coming. It's in your 3D, and it's in the 3D. So this is the mind space, spirit space. This is the actual physical you can touch. This person's going to come in. We have 2 action cards. No, actually we have 3 action cards. 6 of Swords this is a slow mover, right? And this is the fastest card in the deck. And this is movement, and this is movement. This person's trying to be strong. We have healing, communication. So in the 3D, we have communication and movement. In the 5D, in the spirit, in the mind, in the environment, they know you're their 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, and the 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment. And they know they need to offer you justice for whatever happened. Ace of Pentacles. All right. Why is this here? So once again, oh, something fell. Hold on. I'm going to put it back in because I don't know if it came out upside down or right, but I'm going to show you what was coming out. It was Judgment and the Emperor. So somebody wants to boss up and show up. And the Emperor is one step above the King of Pentacles, right? Because Pentacles are the hardest thing to materialize. Look, this person walked away. They walked away. Or they self-sabotaged, or they did something, look, and they're depressed. So in their heart space, they're depressed right now. There's that Ace of Pentacles right here. This is all they're thinking about. Isn't that crazy how the cards repeat? So you live rent-free. They're trying to figure out how to, no, they're trying to be brave, because figuring out is 2 of Wands. 3 of Wands is about to start movement, and they're trying to be brave about it because it came out sideways. We have the bravery over here. All right, what's in the hidden over here? This person's watching you. You don't know that. They can't stop thinking about you. So once again, if you don't have socials, they could be looking at your pictures. They can be looking at old videos. They can be just thinking about your picture in their face, right? The Hierophant. This is somebody who wants either higher commitment, marriage. Damn, Ace of Cups. This person has been working really hard healing themselves, or whatever it is, making money or something to level up. Whatever it is that they thought that they needed to do to level up, they've been working really hard. They could also be working really hard so that they don't have to think about you. Because remember, we had third party. Third party can be friends, family, and actual interference from a person, like a romantic interference, but it can also be work. Your person could be a workaholic, but it's kind of like stay busy, so I don't have to think about Pisces. Stay busy, so I don't have to think about Pisces. But look at who's living in their heart, rent free. You are. And what are you? You're their 10 of Cups. This is also a sign of Pisces, by the way. 8, 9s, 10s, they're Pisces and Pisces cups, right? You're in their mind. All they're thinking about is coming towards you, and you're in their heart. And what's hidden from you is that we have twin flame. So from their perspective, right? Because remember, this is from their perspective. I'm going through you to get to them. From their perspective, they see you as a twin, or they want to have a home. They want to have stability. Four of Wands is also getting married, having a home, being stable, or twin flame. They could have messed things up. They want to come back in. The Chariot. The Chariot trumps all, is the fastest card on the deck. They're watching you. They're learning. This is also learning, trying to figure out maybe when to communicate. This is revelation. This is higher education. Tradition. This really could end up going to marriage, because we have that here and we have justice. So when you have these, well, they're not next to each other, but I'm just getting, if you guys ever get these two cards, like justice and a marriage card. So a marriage card could be like 4 of Wands, 10 of Cups. Oh shoot, we do have 10 of Cups right here. And this person could really be thinking about higher commitment with you. Ace of Cups, they love you. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. Is there an Ace of Swords here? All right, let's see what the outcome is. We have a new beginning coming about, because this is not over. Well, you got 10 of Cups again. So your person has a lot of anxiety. They're trying to be brave. They could have built a wall, but this is no kind of wall. They're also exhausted of trying to figure things out, and they know that you're there. This is coming into union with the High Priestess. This person is trying to figure out how to speak to the High Priestess, what to say to the High Priestess. Has Jenny come online? Jenny, are you here yet? This person's returning. All right, look, they can't stop thinking about you. Let me see what happened in the past. Let me try. So basically somebody's coming. I'm just going to be nosy and ask questions for a little while until Jenny comes on. If she comes on today, if not, we can close it, and let's see what happened in the past. Can you tell us what happened in the past, please? Can you show us what happened in the past? How are you doing, JM? How's everything going with you? Oh, Jenny's not been on yet? Okay. I sent her a message and she responded, so maybe she doesn't have reception. I hope you're safe, Jenny, wherever you are. All right, here's that third party we were talking about. Third party. Your interference. Let's see. I don't want it touching our beautiful twin flame energy. All right, can you tell us what something hidden? This person is going to make compromises, no second chances. All right. What's happening with the third party, please? Can you tell us what's happening with the third party? What is happening with the third party? What is happening with the third party? Is the third party over? Oh, I'm doing good. Okay. So this person, all right, I'm going to ask, is this what I think it is? Can you tell me, is this, Spirit, can you please tell me if this is? Okay, yeah. Okay, so I asked, I'm confused. Are you telling me, in my head I was like, are you telling me that this person's in love with the third party? And it was like, no, this person's in love with the high priestess, which is, as you all know, is an identifier for... Oh, is an identifier for Pisces. Sorry, you guys, I don't look at the screen all the time. Hold on. Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. If I don't respond right away, just let me know. Because sometimes when I'm really in the reading, or when I'm speaking to spirit, you know, I don't look at the computer. All right, perfect. Got it, honey. Thank you. Okay. So it said yes. What's happening to the third party is that your person loves you. And this is going to be a tower moment. So that tells me your person has been in denial or hiding their feelings. Because here they're coming in, look. They're coming in from the slowest to the fastest with clarity. What is this tower moment, please? Tell me about this tower moment, please. So if your interference was work, your person is realizing that work's not going to be there for them. If it was family members, if it was friends, let me get a different deck and ask what the interference is. For some people, it could be family, it can be friends, it can be an actual person, right? It's just the energy of somebody who is interfering, you know. But also, don't just blame the third party. Why is your person listening to to the third party? Why is your person listening to their family who may dislike you? Why are they listening to friends that may dislike you? Why are they putting work before you? You know, like, don't just put it on the third party. Or if it's another person, like, your person had to value you for how amazing you are. And if they didn't, like, dude, let them suffer and know what it is to not be in the glory of you. Because I'm sure that's going to be freaking horrible. That's why they keep on showing up miserable, right? What is this tower? Damn. Okay, that's what the... Normally I'd say like... I think there's two meanings here. We're getting a lot of union cards, you guys. I feel like this is a new beginning. Or this is literally your future. And your person is either finally getting either advice from somebody who's mature, or your person is maturing. But since I spoke about the Tower, does that mean that the Tower is that they realize that they want to be in union and have a new beginning with Pisces? Is that the Tower is the revelation? Can you tell me if I'm correct? Is the Tower the revelation? Can you tell me if I'm correct? Is the Tower the revelation? Am I correct? That they actually love Pisces? I think that was courage. Yes. Oh, what fell? Yeah. So this Tower has been some kind of revelation. That's going to cause them to break up with this third party. Or end. If somebody's talking bad about you, they're going to end it. If somebody is, whatever interference, don't just, if you're lucky enough to not have had to deal with an actual person meddling, then remember, it's just an energy and it materializes in different ways for different people, right? It's going to change. There's going to be a new beginning for you. I'm feeling, honestly, I'm feeling like this person is going to wake up one day and be like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I feel like they're going to be deeply, 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 deeply depressed because we're on this planet for a limited amount of time, you guys. And to be with somebody who you're not really in love with, home. You know, we're all on borrowed time. This person has been on a journey to understand themselves. They want stability with the main female. You're the main female. You're the Empress. Is that twin flame journey. And this is stability. They want to connect the relationship. So if this person hasn't broken up with the third party, it's coming, okay? If it's a person. What else do we need to know? JM, do you have your question? Do you want to type out your question? Oh, what fell? That's they see you as the Empress. High honor. They hold you in very high esteem. You're going to get communication. They've been waiting for the right time. There's going to be, this is so good. Sudden wealth. This is going to be prosperous. 7, 7, 10, 11. Damn. Okay, so this person is either getting advice from somebody who's older, or you guys could be, there could be an age difference in your relationship. Actually, I have to order a deck that has like all the... There's 2 decks I want to get. I just haven't. I always think about that. So, because we did get mature man as well. Or they could have been really immature if you guys are the same age. But I'm saying age difference because we have twin flame here. And twin flames have to be like something different. Race, religion, race, religion, caste, race, religion, caste, nationality, language, race, religion, caste, same sex, whatever your society at the time is against, you know, because that changes all the time, right? Across time. This person has been waiting and they feel they're getting desperate. They feel stuck. They feel miserable. Mice are always, they keep on thinking about you. They keep on thinking about you. You're their sudden wealth. You're their empress. They've been hiding. They've been hiding, but there's a pathway that's opening up. Communication that's leading to courtship. This person can't stand it anymore. They want to break free. And look, when they break free, they get the Empress, they get their divine feminine, they get wealth. These are both gifts. So that tells me you are in a time of abundance. So once again, you're in a time of abundance. Really, 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 if you start seeing that your brain is going somewhere that it shouldn't, check yourself, okay? Check yourself. Ask yourself, is this me or is this not me? If you're feeling depressed, ask yourself, why am I depressed? Why am I feeling like this? Is it something from you or are you picking something up from the collective, okay? I need you guys to start being really, really, really aware of stuff like that because you are master manifestors and you can create everything you want right now. So since this person is returning, I recommend you focus on something about yourself that you want to create. Because once this person returns, if they do come in, I don't know, for some of you, they may come in and be like, hey, I don't know how long, what's been going on with, each and, particular situation. But if your person wants to get married and you start wedding planning or doing whatever, or you take off and, maybe you don't wedding plan, maybe you just get married. You do something, something cheap, which is fine. But then you're going to start living married. That means you're going to have to start taking care of somebody. That means it's a whole new world. There's going to be less time for you, okay? That's what I'm trying to tell you. So take this person is coming. We keep on getting the same message over and over. This person is returning. This person is returning. So take advantage of this time that you have apart to grow yourself as a person. What do you need? How can you be like, yeah, I did that when we were apart. I climbed that mountain when we were apart. Oh yeah, I learned to swim when we were apart. Because I'm taking my swimming classes. And by the way, I floated for the first day today. 3 years it's taken me to float. But that's what I mean. You got to do something for yourself. All right, JM, I'm here, honey. All right, let's see. Just wanted to check in. No communication after the last text. Wondering if third party is still around. And what's going on because I'm curious, but also I'm in F it mode and I'm moving forward. All right. Do you know what sign he is, JM? What sign your person is? Hey, Jenny, we see you. Woohoo. Okay. So once I finish with JM, we'll do yours. All right. JM, do you know what sign your person is? Just asking so we can pick up on it. Oh, I forgot to read the signs and the other one. You had the King of Pentacles, which is Cap, Taurus, Virgo. You had Pisces, obviously the Hierophant. those the only 2 signs you had? The only 4 signs you had? But really, I try to describe them so you guys can, because everybody has so many, like, you can get your birth chart for free. Don't ever pay for it. You can do it for free. You can, I think it's Astro Cafe, or just go on ChatGPT and put your information in. It'll give you your whole birth chart. Yeah. Oh. Well, this person is depressed, JM. Those fell out. He is depressed, and he does want to move forward. He wants to come forward. He's heartbroken. He's hiding it, probably. Yeah, he wants a new beginning. Tell me about this person, please. He's a Capricorn. Okay. He's an earth sign. Yeah, he's lacking bravery. So many of these readings, these people are scared, man. So for some reason they feel inadequate. Look, yeah, he's scared. Psychological trauma, lost hope or love, dark thoughts, anxiety, fear, nightmares, insomnia, worry. He's going through a crappy time, Jam. Okay, so you got the full moon. Didn't we just start with a new moon, I think? I'm going to ask what's going to happen. Page of Wands. So it's showing me here that he could have been immature. Pessimistic. Hasty. Not thinking things through. His fears, his self-limiting beliefs. Yeah, this person is in a lot of fear. Even the moon, right? The moon card is fear, emotional fear, something that's hidden. So your person is feeling very emotional. God, they're trying to figure out what they could say. They're trying to figure out what they could say to you. Man, the moons. This person is feeling really emotional. Yeah, they're depressed because this isn't Ace of Coins upside down, along with the Page of Wands upside down. This is supposed to be up right side up, right? Like, this is supposed to be stable, like, and they're depressed because they've messed it up. Because think about it, it's so different. It's so different to say, yeah, this didn't work out because so-and-so messed things up, right? In a relationship. But when you are the one who caused something to mess up, that's on you. So this person has to take accountability. They have to take onus for the relationship, for the lack of the relationship, for what they didn't do. Summer. Something's happening this summer. That's you, Pisces. Let me ask about the timing. So he's not doing well. I think I did a reading a couple of days ago, and I think it was a divine masculine. I don't know if you saw it, Jan, but it was heavy. So something's happening. These are also like the universe coming in and talking to you, okay? So summer solstice, which already passed, or next summer, okay? So a year from now. Yeah, I think this will be more like a year from now. Because this person is in such a mentally difficult space. Tell me about these cards, please. Is this a year from now? Is this a year from now? Please let me know. Is this a year from now? Yeah. Yes. And that's collaboration in the future. Yep. Two of Cups. That's when you're going to get this offer. This person is bummed out about it in the meantime. So maybe summer solstice, whenever, okay, write this down, okay, JM? Because you're getting timing, so please write this down. I know it seems like a long time away. If you're over, I don't think you're going to be over him, but you can put it in your phone so you get a reminder. You don't have to write it all out. You can just like put a moon on there. So next summer, whenever there's a time period between the waxing moon and the full moon, during summertime, look for the full moons in the summer and look for the waxing moons in the summer. Okay, you have 3 months, so you'll have 3 full moons and you'll have 3 waxing moons. Let me ask again. Yeah, look, clarity. You're going to receive clarity. Can I ask again, please? Is this saying that it'll be around a year, 12 months for communication? Can you please give me a very clear yes or no? Can you please give me a very clear yes or no? If it'll be a year? Yes. That's a very clear. This person's in hermit right now. They're in separation, JM. Yeah. How long have you been in separation already? I know it sounds, I know, you know, I can't, we'll keep on doing check-ins. You know what, JM? It's saying a year right now, but let me remind you. Well, okay, there's 2 things. We're in a crazy time right now, and there's so much ascension, and there's so much energetic movement, and Pisces is a master manifester. And if you saw the reading, I don't know if you saw the reading I did, JM, about, damn, okay, so that lines up too, because most twins are apart for a couple of years, okay? I wish it was, but what I have to say is the stuff that's happening now is causing union. So I feel like you could manifest, like if you really focused, you could manifest the world, the life that you desire. Or you let it go and just wait for this time period a year from now, because we just started summer, where there will be a new beginning, union. I think because your person is going through such a crappy time right now, it's going to take them a long time. Because not only, they have to go through a dark night of the soul, right? That's the dark night of the soul. And for those of you that have never been in a dark night of the soul, or you know, like a dark night of the soul is heavy. It's like you're coming close to death. You know, it's a very, very heavy time. But, you know, it's like hitting rock bottom. If you're an addict, it's hitting rock bottom. There's nowhere else to go but up. But Hierophant, but recognition, but sun, clarity. Ace of Swords, breakthrough. And like I said, you know, like people heal on their own time. You can't rush healing. If you rush healing, then they're gonna, you know, it's like when you take a cake out of the oven and it's not fully cooked, and it's like, if you don't test it, and then you cut into it and it's like goo in the middle, you know, you have to wait for the cake to really bake. Is there anything else? Any advice? Can you give us some advice for JM right now that she's got a year? Can you give us some advice for her, please? Let's give her some advice. Can you please give us some advice? Something, let's give her some positive advice, please. Please, God, let's give her some positive advice. Please let me see something positive. You're going to have wish fulfillment. Talking about the moon card, right? Look, the moon. This person will return, and this person will return to you. These all fell out together because they love you. This is also an identifier for Pisces. This is hidden. You're going to be emotional when it happens. You're not going to believe it. You're going to be like, what? You're going to have wish fulfillment and Ace of Cups. And when the time, I feel like right now, it's like going slow, 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 slow. And then once it hits, it's going to go fast. Once it hits, it's going to go fast. You got to give him the time to figure his stuff out. You know, it goes by, it like, you're so, look, healing, the star underneath. Renewal, hope, faith, contentment, a wish fulfill, a miracle. The Emperor. Look, he needs to become sure himself. Man up. He's moving on to calmer waters with you. You just got to give it the time. Oh, there's cards. Temperance. This person is healing their toxicity. Temperance, the devil. Healing, temperance, healing. This person's healing. This is, you have a year to you know what I would do? I would, so that you don't focus on him at all. I would have like something monthly, like mini goals and like bigger goals that you can accomplish, so that when you do see him in a year, you're like, yeah, I did that I learned how to do that. I learned how to rollerblade. I learned how to water ski. I learned how to make, those new, that new ceramic vase. I made that. What do you mean? It's beautiful. I know it's beautiful. I made it. You know, like you could be saying all that kind of stuff. I blew that glass sculpture. I took a glass sculpture class. Like there's so much in this world for us to learn. And we're here for such a short period of time. How amazing when this person shows up, because they're going to want commitment. Do you see? I'm just talking here. I'm just, you know, riffing, and this person is going to be, they're manifesting you. Higher commitment. The good thing, you're closer to the end than you were to the beginning, okay? You're closer, JM. You're closer, 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 closer. Save this video. What you can do is put a timestamp where I start talking about you, about your situation, where your reading comes in. And when you're feeling bummed or depressed, just, if you're on your phone, it has like a little thing, you can press on the time thing, and it'll have a timestamp that shows up. Rewatch this. If you're in doubt, rewatch it. Rewatch it. Rewatch it. Okay? Just rewatch it. Remember to feed your brain the good stuff that it needs, because you're creating your whole life right now. Don't feed yourself doubt. Don't feed yourself anxiety. This person is doing that already, okay? Don't feed yourself any of that crap. Feed yourself all the good stuff. All the good stuff, okay? And hopefully we can, all of us here together, hopefully we can push the energy to move faster for you, okay, honey? But you're closer to the end than you were ever at the beginning. All right, sweetheart, let's see. Jenny, I have a private folder on YouTube of my super chats from Star. I rewatch them all the time to hear the progress. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Yeah, keeping up with the progress. That's a great idea. Thank you. That's a great idea. Yeah, because I feel like if you don't, at least for me, I want to see how the energy is moving. If you do it on your cell, I don't know how to do it on the computer, but I know how to do it on the cell phone. Like, you won't be able to do it right now. You have to wait. Like, go on to somebody else's page. Like, you can't do it during a live. You can only do timestamps after the live has gone on for 24 hours, because after the 24 hours is when the transcript shows up as well. That's automated by YouTube. That's not me. So you have to give it 24 hours. So tomorrow you'll be able to timestamp it. But and also, you guys, if there's a reading that has a special resonance to you, like I say something funny or something weird or something that absolutely resonates with you, that's a message for you. Okay? So I would save that as well. Or if you've been going you've been going throughout your day, and then a reading from like 8 months ago shows up for you, whether it's my reading or somebody else's reading, that message is meant for you. There's something there. So I would rewatch it, because like I do my readings live. Like, I don't repost old readings. So all my readings are present, because I'm seeing where the energy's going, right? I'm focusing on the collective's energy, how it's moving. I'm not jumping around. It's just a different style of reading. Of course, I can read like whatever sign. Like, if you guys are cross watchers, I can read your sign as well. But I do it in a certain way so that you guys can, even though time is not real, I'm trying to give some kind of form to the time space, so you can look at it and like go back. If you're in a twin flame, I identify the twin flame readings, and you can go back to the alignment readings and go. You don't have to watch all of them, but like, if you get a feel for them and it resonates, then if it resonates and you're like, oh, this is around where my energy is at right now. So these are the things that are going to happen in the future, and you can see how it lines up. All right. Let's see. Jenny. I'm trying to figure out Dominican Father's Day is this Sunday, and I wanted to know if I should reach out, looking for a check-in as well. I would not reach out, because we just went through that whole thing where your person needs to miss you. So I would not reach out, but let's ask. I think you need to focus on yourself. That was the whole, Let's see, what's going on with Jeffrey? Can you tell us? Please let me see Jeffrey. You guys are in separation. Jeffrey is going through some anxiety. Something in their head. Same thing. Fear, anxiety, negativity, insomnia, overthinking. But these people do it to themselves. Like, they got to go through it. You can't alleviate, not you, Jenny, but in general. So the general you guys have to let them go through it. And it's difficult. Like, how unfun is it for someone to say, you have to wait a year, or your person's not ready. That pisses me off too, because especially when I do like the Pisces plus all the readings. Let me see how I'm doing on battery. Hold on. Okay, we're at. Like, when I do the Pisces reading with all the signs, and I'm always like, please, please, please let it be half, because I feel like if it's half, it's going to push the energy forward, even though it may not, right? Like, it's my fake scientific experiment. So your person, oh, they're watching you. They're in awe. Okay, so there's been a stalemate. There hasn't been any movement. There was imbalance. One person gave more, one person took more. Eventually there will be movement. Eventually this person is going to movement toward you. There you go. See, movement. Let me see. Can you tell me about this movement, please? Hold on. Can we get, okay, what can I ask? Can you give us any indicators about when there will be movement, please? Can you give us any indicators? Can you please give us any indicators of when there will be communication or movement, anything? But also remember, Jenny, if this person isn't ready when they come up, and you forgive them, then you guys may be together for another 7 months, 5 months, but it'll fall apart because they're not ready. So you have to be aware, okay? If you know, you can't halt their healing and expect them to be healed. Give us some signs, please, of when this person. All right, Ace of Swords. This person is going to have some kind of, just like wait. No, it was in the general, right? The person has like an epiphany in the middle of the night. Remember they had the tower? Your person's going to have some kind of like, what the heck am I doing? They're going to have some kind of, wake up in the middle of the night or be drinking coffee and be like, what the heck am I doing? They're going to have a moment of clarity, okay? A moment of clarity. So what I would do on your behalf, okay, so that tells me that they're confused right now, right? Oh, okay. So Jenny says her anxiety is really bad. She goes through emotional waves, and I feel that you can feel, okay. So first of all, yes, your emotions are completely valid, but you're not just feeling your emotions and his emotions. Let me remind you, the whole planet is going through crap right now. And you're an empath. So your feelings right now are being magnified. They're overwhelming. It's like heavy. But don't just think that it's okay. So what I'm trying to tell you, it's not just that you're not just picking up on your situation, you're picking up on everybody's fear, on everybody's anxiety. It's not just you. It's everything is adding onto it. It's like as if your situation wasn't hard enough, you're going to feel everybody's emotion all around you, okay? So why am I telling you that? Because you're going to have to learn. Like, this is what sit down with yourself and be like, okay, center yourself, meditate. Is this me? Is this not me? What I'm feeling, is this me? Like, ask yourself, brain, is this me? Am I feeling uncomfortable because of my feelings, or is this his energy? If it's not his energy, am I picking up on the collective? Did I walk next to somebody who's very depressed and I'm picking up on their energy? You know, like that's learning to identify your emotions and other people's emotions and the collective's emotions is so important, because you guys are all, like, the majority of people watching right now are going to be Pisces. You're going to be empaths, and a majority of you are going to be twins, which means that you're divine, so you're heavily connected. Being heavily connected means you need protection. You get yourself a tourmaline, okay, Jenny? These are cheap. They're not expensive, like maybe like $2, like if you get yourself an uncut one. I think This, I found it on Etsy. I found one for like $18, and it's a mixture of selenite and tourmaline. Selenite is for connection. Tourmaline is for protection. And if you wet it, it dissolves. So, when I used to take my swimming classes last year, I wore it all the time. And obviously, I'm not gonna throw it away, but that's what happens. I think there was one on Etsy that was $50. I paid $50 for this one, and then I found the same one for like $18. So you can find a cheaper one. But I would definitely invest on some kind of tourmaline. If you don't want to wear it, you can put it on yourself, like put it in your pocket, or put it in your purse, put it in your bra, put it in your pillow. You can get something discreet. You can put like an anklet if you don't want anybody to see it. Because some people don't want anybody to know, some people do, some people don't care. I don't care. I wear my stuff, but I would get protection, because learning to identify your energy and other people's energy is a lesson in itself. And the stuff you're feeling right now, okay, so what can you do? You can focus on yourself. What have you always wanted to do? You're going to have communication. Yeah, look, again, you're going to have communication. Communication. This is an apology. This is communication. This is truth. This is the breakthrough that's going to come in. So you're getting communication. It's going to come in. It's just killing the time in between, That's the hard part, like killing the time in between from now until you get the communication, which is going to come. Look, you're in a stalemate right now. This person is watching you. If they're not watching you, they're looking at you. They're looking at your pictures. They're thinking about you. Yeah, there you are. Yeah, and think about it. It's going to hit them harder that you don't message them. If you message him, it's going to be like, hey, I miss you. They're going to, they're going to know. You don't have to say, I miss you. They know you miss you. They know that you miss them because you're communicating. The whole point is this person needs to think that you're gone, that the Empress, you, Jenny, are gone, that you've moved on with your fabulous life. You're doing something amazing. You've started that business you always wanted to start. You learned a new language you always wanted to learn. You traveled God knows where. Well, not that you would travel right now. I wouldn't travel anywhere, but you get the gist, right? Like something for you. You're the Empress. You need to, this person is coming. When they come, you're like, oh yeah. So were you depressed? They don't need to know you were depressed. You were thriving, my friend. You were thriving in this period that you've been apart. Let me just tell you right now, you will have learned so much. And let me remind you, if you're going through a dark night of the soul, that's what we're here for. How many, I don't know if you, Jenny, if you've looked at the previous readings that I've done for Pisces specifically, look at the Pisces alignment. I think there have been some difficult readings for Pisces. I remember there was a reading a couple of months ago where Pisces got triple towers. Triple towers. Triple towers is heavy, heavy energy. But it aligns with, that means people could have, lost a job, had to move, had to, it's just crappy stuff all around, dude. So Pisces has not been going through a good time. So what I'm thinking is you may be on a slower end of the Pisces readings that I have, and you may be entering a dark night of the soul. In which case, I recommend showers, grounding, walking barefoot, cleaning your energy, meditation. Meditation, I know you guys don't like, meditation really helps. When you're depressed, it helps center you. When your mind is going crazy, sit down and force yourself to count, to breathe. Force yourself, if you can go swimming, you can go swimming and count each stroke. Like, seriously, because I'm learning to swim, so I sit there and I'm practicing and I don't have any time to think about anybody else. I'm focusing on learning to swim. I'm focusing on having, I know it sounds, people who know how to swim, your person's going through a major transformation. Look, they need to find their strength. You have to coordinate arms, legs, breathing, everything. So I don't have the time to focus on somebody else. This person is going to return. They're all return cards, Jenny. Look. So your person needs clarity, okay? Right now, your person needs clarity. This is also figuring things out. Judgment is also figuring things out. So, okay, Jenny, what in your life are you not clear about? What in your life are you not clear about? Okay, I'm trying to work the problem backwards. So, okay, I know this sounds dumb, but if you drive a car and your windshield is dirty, clean it because it's clearing your vision. If you wear glasses, clean your glasses so you can have clarity in your vision, okay? Make sure your glasses are always clean, your windshield is always clean. Clean your house, make space, throw away the crap or give it to the Goodwill. Your clothes, clarity. Because if you guys are twins, and we know that your person is lacking clarity, so let's give Jenny clarity, because as Jenny progresses, you'll pull them, right? If you have glasses, clean your glasses. If you drive, clean your windshield. If you're watching something or you're reading something and you don't understand it, rewatch it. Reread it. Like, don't just read. A lot of people will just read. They don't read for comprehension. Start reading for everything you do, make it about clarity. Speak with clarity so that you can be spoken to with clarity by this person. If you're confused about something, if somebody tells you something and you're confused, ask them, hey, can you clarify this? Can you clarify this? Can you clarify this for me? Because as you look for clarity in yourself, you're going to be pushing them along, okay? Be decisive. If normally you go to like buy ice cream and you don't know which flavor to pick, go in and pick a flavor. No more indecisiveness. No more, because this is your life. You're making a choice for your life, okay, Jenny? So these are the actions you can take right now that'll pull this person in. Okay? Because we're talking on an energetic level. Everything is connected. So because your person is lacking clarity. Your person is indecisive. They don't know. They're like waffling right now. They're in, they're out, they're hot, they're cold. You, Jenny, are going to start speaking in clarity. If somebody is confusing toward you, you're going to ask specific questions, because what is there room for in your life right now, Jenny? Only clarity. Anybody who brings you anything different, cut it out. Because energetically, the more you cut out the crap that is not serving you, you're aligning yourself with the energy that does serve you. And as the energy aligns with as your energy aligns and is serving you, so is your person. Because you guys have to be balanced. Okay? Clarity. Be decisive. If you're somebody who's like, oh, I don't know if I should get the chicken or the fish, don't think it, don't say it. If whatever's the first thing on the menu. If chicken is first on the menu, you're getting chicken. If fish is first on the menu, that's what you're getting. Okay? Start being decisive. Start acting with clarity. Start speaking with clarity. Only allow people that are speaking to you with clarity to come up. So if this person returns before, like early, and they're like, oh, I don't know what I want, I'm still figuring things out. Is that clarity? No, it's not clarity. Be like, all right, cool. That's good. You do you, boo. I'm going to go I'm going to go continue thriving by myself. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? He's not showing up in clarity. He's not showing up deciding that you're the one. So until this person shows, you need to start living your life according to clarity and decisiveness and focusing yourself. Cut out all the crap that is not clear. Okay? And this person, we got 3 return cards. You got 3 return cards. You don't want this person to return and not be sure again. If they return and they're not sure again, it's going to break your heart all over. All the crappiest days you're feeling now, the crappiest moments, they're going to be augmented, because if this person does this to you again, you're going to think, fuck, why didn't I learn my lesson? Why did I do this again? You're going to beat yourself up, right? So give yourself the tools so that you're protected when this thing comes around, when this situation comes around again. What are the tools? Focus on yourself. Bring clarity into your life so that this person can act towards you with clarity. They want to return. You don't want somebody to return who's going to be like, oh, I don't know what I want. I don't know, Any last messages for Jenny? Any last minute advice, please? Look. Yeah. Yeah, if it's not a twin flame, you're a soul contract. We have soulmates, okay? So it is a soul contract that's been stuck. This person is going to come in. It's just a matter of time. It's a matter of time. It's so easy to say, look, communication coming, and the King of Cups. This person loves you. It's just a matter of time. It's divine timing, right? It's like the reading. Divinity, divine timing. I don't know if we got divine timing with them. I mean, I know it's tough when you're going through that. Nobody's there. You don't have anyone to talk to. If there's a message that really resonates with you, listen to those, okay? Pick up some hobby, figure something out that you need to do. Learn how to sew, learn how to make dresses, or, I don't know, whatever interests you. Because when this person returns and you got so much confirmation that this person is going to return, I want them to see you and be like, I want Jeffrey to see you and be like, oh my God, Jenny, you're the Empress I've always desired. Like, their mouth, falling open, their eyes bugging out. And not just because they're attracted to you because you're beautiful, not just because you're smart and you're intelligent, because plenty of people are beautiful, plenty of people are smart and intelligent, but how many people follow through with creating a life for themselves? Very few. The majority of people get stuck, and it's the hardest lesson to learn, how to not be stuck, because everybody's afraid of change. Change is freaking scary. Change is scary. But when he returns and asks, so what did you do in this time that we were apart? Oh, I learned how to do this. You're not afraid to change. Oh, like every time you say, I did this, I did this, I did this, I did that, I learned this, you're building yourself up. You're becoming a more fulfilled version of yourself. I repeat, this person is returning. So let's repeat. What can you do in the meantime to move the energy forward? Focus on clarity. Focus on clarity so that your person can have clarity. And I would do something that you're afraid of, just because in the reading you're in the general, Pisces person is scared. So because the collective gets so much fear from their person's afraid, I would do something that you're afraid of as well. Whether that's, if you're afraid of the dark, maybe teach yourself to be sitting in the dark. I'm talking about basic stuff that you guys can do at home. If you're afraid of spiders, force yourself to touch a spider. A spider's not going to kill you, you guys. If you're afraid of insects, face a fear. If you're afraid of, I don't know, like me, I was afraid of swimming. I'm not. I've been doing it for 3 years, and today was the first day I floated. And don't think about this as speeding up the process. The twin flame union was created for each partner to ascend. Okay, first of all. And they come together in times of crisis. So we're in a time of crisis. So the time of crisis is when the twin flame union comes together for healing on the planet. So this isn't about you, because you're supposed to have, this isn't just about you and Jeffrey. If you're a twin, you're on a bigger mission. And the twin energy is just supposed to wake you up. Just so happens that, well, there are no coincidences. You're alive at this time because you're meant to. And also, like, remember, this period that we're in right now, this planetary turmoil, this planetary transformation is until 2044. So we're going to be in this energy until 20 more years, 19 more years. So what do I mean by that? Some energies are faster, some energies are slower. And there are going to be other twins that are going to be coming into this, okay? Into this cycle. Everybody's meant to come together at a different point, because you guys are important at different points. So just because you're slower, just because your energy is slower to manifest, it doesn't mean that, there isn't any positive or negative connotation to being together earlier or later. There's a specific reason that I don't know and you don't know that has been fated. It's destiny for twins to come together when they're meant to come together, because you're going to do massive healing that is necessary. So don't berate yourself if you're slower. Everything is at the perfect time. You have to understand that our construct of time is not real. This person is returning. What you can do is focus on clarity and focus on fear. So do little things, whatever you're afraid of. And I know it sounds dumb. If you wear glasses, if you wear sunglasses, clean them. Clean your windshield. Clean your mirrors. Clean your windows at your house. That's a good one. Clean your mirrors. Sage your mirrors. Or Palo Santo your mirrors. Yeah, clean your mirrors. Clean your mirrors. Because you look at yourself every day, right? Like if you brush your teeth and you get those spots on the mirror, clean your mirrors. Clean your mirrors. I think that's going to help, cleaning your mirrors. You gotta break the energy down into like a very easy, doable solution for all of us. In general, this person's going to communicate. They're going to come in. They could have ruined things in their anxiety. They want to collaborate. So try to find, like, I look at the energy, the big energy, and then look at this little small things that you can do to move the energy forward. All right, you guys, that's what I have for you tonight. I'm excited for everybody to come into union, and you will. Everybody's on a different timeline, and it's purposely done so because you guys are all going to fulfill your own destiny at the time and point in time when it's necessary that you guys come into union, because you guys all are playing such an important part in the creation of the future. So focus on something about yourself, you guys. Trust me, just do that. Pivot from focusing on your person to focusing on how you're going to be magnificent. How are you going to grow? What is it that's going to make you the bigger, better version? How are you leveling up to Empress? Be the Empress. The Empress always attracts. The Empress does not chase. She attracts. She sits on her throne. She's magnificent. Everything that she touches is abundance. You just want to be in the energy of the Empress. This person wants to be in the energy of you. So do not give your power easily away, because you're an Empress. Do not give your power easily away, okay? Don't. If somebody's not ready to recognize you in your glory, like, all right, cool, you're not ready, all right, go do your thing. I'm gonna, go do your thing. I'm gonna be over here. I'll, wish you the best. And it hits people harder when you're like, what? If this person wants to be like, oh, she's not crying over me? They don't need to know that you're crying over it. You're doing great. You're thriving over here by yourself. He doesn't need to know. He doesn't need to know. Let his mind go crazy, because all these people's minds are going crazy, right? Let them go crazy. Let them, my beautiful Pisces. All right, you guys, let me know when you guys come together. Everyone, because you guys are. It's just a matter of time. And if you guys are going through, like, seriously, you guys, like, I can't repeat this enough. This is such a difficult time. Like, even myself, when I take days off, it's because I'm overwhelmed. And tapping into the collective is just it's gonna be harder. So if you guys are feeling emotional, I do the same thing. I shower. When I'm showering, I don't just sit there and shower. I focus, like, healing. Let the water wash over me. Take away, the bad feelings. I ask myself, what am I feeling? This is the same stuff I do. I don't just tell you guys, stuff that I don't do. I ask myself, are these my emotions, or am I feeling somebody else's emotions? What is the source, and why do I have these emotions? Get it to the root so you can identify. If you're like, oh, I'm bummed out because I got a flat tire, or I'm bummed out because, because my kitty is sick. My kitty was sick. He's coming out of it. But there's so many things, like identify your emotion. Why is it coming from? And then like, oh, well, I don't really need to be sad if I got a flat tire. I had enough money for the flat tire, and I'm safe. I was protected. Like that happened to me like a couple of weeks ago. I got crazy. Like I got a flat tire, and I was really worried because I had my dogs with me. We were on a walk, and I was just, I don't want to. I always worry because they're like my kids. But then I thought, I have the money. The tow person showed up like in 15 minutes, which normally my tow person will show up in like an hour or hour and a half. I've never had someone show up so fast. They showed up in 15 minutes. We found a place with my tires, because normally I can't find my tires anywhere. I have to like order them. I found a place that actually had my tires, and they had two. And I was like, like something, regardless, it's making me cognizant that I was protected and I had everything I needed accessible to me. So instead of me personally dwelling on, oh, I got a flat tire, no, it's, oh, I have the money to pay for a flat tire, I am protected. Look at these people are coming here to help me out. Everybody was nice to me. Everybody was sweet. My animals were safe. Like everything was safe. So it's reframing what you're seeing. Because I could have sat there and, poo-pooed the situation. But instead, I took it for observing all the good stuff that it made me acknowledge, yeah, I have enough money. Yes, I am protected. Yes, my animals are safe. Yes, we got home safe. Reframe, take, and practice this. It's not easy to do. You have to practice this. And remember, it takes, like, what is it, like 30 days to create a habit? I think it's 30 days to create a habit. So you have to forcefully make yourself, when your mind starts going off, stop it. Brain, why are you doing? What do you call your brain? Call your brain, Jesse. Jesse, why are you doing this? Are you crazy? Why are you telling me this? I know that's not real. I know I don't need to freak out about my tire. I know I have money. Why am I freaking out about this tire? My rent's going to be paid. It's not going to make me richer or poorer to pay for a tire. Reframe your mind right now. Reframe it for the next 60 days. Be conscious of your thoughts, because your mind is so powerful right now, and we are in a time of planetary transformation, you guys. So it's not just you, it's everything. So everything is magnified right now, okay? Walk around barefoot. Hug your animals. Hug your children if you have children. If you have parents, hug your parents. Watch comedies. Don't watch stuff that's going to depress you. Don't watch stuff that's going to scare you. Because why don't watch stuff that's going to scare you? Because your body your body recognizes an emotion. Your body does not recognize whether the emotion is real, whether it's actually happening to you, or if it's fake. Your body just recognizes an emotion. So I don't want you guys to feed the fear. right? Because ultimately your body, your system, your nervous system is thinking fear, 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 fear. Oh my God, fear, 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 fear. And it's building up in you. What you need is love, comedy, success. Because your body, your brain cannot distinguish from TV. Emotionally speaking, your nervous system cannot distinguish between what is real and what is fake. So feed your body, feed your mind the things that are going to heal it. Okay? Be aware, you guys. Be aware. All right. Oh, you're welcome, Jody. When life takes you off routine, it's an opening for miracles. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. No, you're absolutely, absolutely. And you know, being comfortable in the gray space, being comfortable in the space in between, being comfortable in not knowing takes work, you guys. Being comfortable knowing you lost your job and having faith in you're going to find a new job. That's scary. That's scary. Like what I'm telling you, I'm saying it, the words come out easily, but the emotions you're feeling, it's a whole different world, right? Because like some people are talking about love, but there are other people other Pisces that have lost their jobs, that are going through tower moments, and may have lost their home, may have lost their health. And it's difficult sometimes to find the faith when you're going through a dark time. So when it's difficult to find the faith, you need to train your brain to find the faith and start feeding it things that are going to strengthen those parts of your brain. Okay? Because your brain will repeat. Your brain is an organ that functions like a muscle. So what do I mean by that? Your brain will become stronger in the areas that you work it. So if you're constantly overthinking, that part of your brain is going to be going crazy. So start making those parts of happiness stronger in your brain. You got to think about like mental exercises. And nobody's going to do this for you. You have to do it for yourself. No drug can do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. You have to train your brain. You have to train your brain every day until it becomes natural, until you can switch it, seriously, I got the flat tire, and at first I was bummed, and then I thought, why am I bummed? I got all these things going for me. I'm safe. If you want to go even crazier, like I'm still living in a country that's free and that's not getting bombed. I have food. I have housing. There's so much to be grateful for. You guys need to focus on that stuff, okay? Train your brain. All right, that's the end of my preaching. All right, my loves, I don't know if I'll come on tomorrow, but I'll do a reading anyway. Depends on how the energy feels. All right, I love you guys. Be good and clean your mirrors, because I feel like that's for everybody. It'll bring the whole everybody clarity. That's what I'm going to do right now. Like as soon as I said that, I was like, that's such a good idea, because that's your reflection, right? Clean your mirrors. All right, You're welcome, honey. I'm so happy for you. Oh, that's so good, Dynamo. It feels good, huh? But also, you're still wondering, right? It's coming. It's just being patient. And also think about this, you guys. You're writing the story of your life. You're writing the story of your life. At one point, whether you tell it to your children, to your friends, to your great grandchildren, or you're in heaven and you're going over what you lived, don't you want the story of your life to be fantastic? I know I want my life to be fulfilled. And part of it being like a fantastic story is having a lot of ups and downs, right? Having peaks and lows and learning and growing, getting through difficulty. There's nothing more boring than just this. You need to have adventure. You need to have swirlies. You need to have ups and downs. Because that way you appreciate the highs and the lows. You know, if you didn't have anything to compare, if you didn't have anything to compare your beautiful days, if you didn't have rainy days, you wouldn't appreciate the sunny days. Because there's no contrast. All this contrast is meant to teach you so that you can grow. All right, I'm done. All right. Make good stories, you guys. I love you. Okay, bye.